Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Derek with Citrus Stitcher is what I decided to call my channel. And I wanted to come back today with an update. It's been a couple months since my first video. I wanted to start by just kind of addressing how thankful I am for all of the comments y'all left. Everything was so sweet. I did my best to respond to everyone. I want to go back in and do that more. But I was just really blown away by the response to my first video, by everyone's sweet words and just really thoughtful tips. That was my first video. I was laughing playing it back. There were a lot of moments where things I was trying to show were cut off. Not that I have to justify everything, but the reason for that is like my front camera on my phone was broken for a really long time. And I was kind of waiting out my contract instead of paying the $400 or whatever to fix the camera. So I was recording everything blind with the back camera and then like hoping it was in frame. So that's a big part of the reason for the gap between that video and this one. I was waiting for my contract to expire so I could justify getting a new phone. And now I have a front camera. So I can see myself and what I'm recording in this video. That'll be a pro and a con, right? It'll be a pro because I'll make sure I'll be able to show you everything, and a con in that it's going to be really hard for me to not stare at myself and my hair and fixing things. So we'll kind of just see how it goes. I have a list here of notes of just like some things that I want to do in order in this video that I want to make sure to address. So the first was just, again, thank you so much for all of the sweet comments. So many people wanting to know more about my life and so many sweet messages about this transition that I'm in with my job. And yeah, when I last filmed, I had just decided to quit teaching high school. I taught mostly 12th and 10th grade for the last 3 years. And I just decided it was time for a new chapter. I taught in the South Seattle suburbs. I live in downtown Seattle. It was a bit of a far commute. It was like 35 minutes, which just kind of felt like a lot. But more than that, it didn't feel like the place for me. It was just a bit too draining. So yeah, I'm out of there. We're now at September 20th, so it would have been my second week of school this week, but I'm not there any longer. So yeah, things have been great in that way. I'm in a moment of major transformation. I'm kind of looking for new jobs or thinking about going back to school to try to get a PhD in literature, so that I can try teaching at the college level, see if I click more when there aren't 150 high schoolers that I'm responsible for. And we'll just kind of see how it goes. So yeah, new chapter, back to being a barista for a sec, which is cute. I did it all through college. So yeah, that's just a little bit about kind of me and where I'm at. So some things I wanted to accomplish in today's video. I definitely want to do some haul. 2 weeks ago, I went to St. Louis, Missouri to stay with my best friend for a week over there. And while we were there, I went to the Color and Cotton shop just outside St. Louis. It was like a 20-minute drive. And it was so fun. I had no idea that there was some sort of retreat going on in St. Louis that weekend. So it was like packed. There were a ton of people there who were all so sweet. I met a lot of really lovely people who were there stitching. So that was so cute. I got a good amount of haul. I got my first couple project bags ever, besides like the, just the Amazon plastic ones. So that's really cute. I'll show those. Then I wanted to update you on some whips. I've had a busy summer. I've like been trying to get my life back together again and really find my identity and find who I am again. Part of that has been stitching, but I would say I was at a point where I was really looking for external stimulation, I suppose. Like I was looking for things to do outside of the house. So I've spent a lot of time this summer outside and swimming and going to the movies and going out and, all that stuff. So I don't have a ton of progress, not as much as I would like. But we're heading into fall. I'm trying so hard to condition myself this year into liking fall. I really don't like the cold weather. I live in Seattle, so I really don't like the gray, the rain. So anyway, I'm trying to condition myself into liking that, and I figured what better way than to just lean into fall as hard as I can. So I'm gonna do all the fall stuff this year. I'm gonna like go to the pumpkin patch, I'm gonna carve a pumpkin, I'm gonna have a Halloween party. I'm gonna try to see if I can trick myself into liking it, and I'm gonna stitch fall stuff because this is the first fall ever where I've actually leaned into being crafty and have felt like I had the time to. So, okay. Jesus, 5 minutes. All right, let's go for it. All right, so I wanted to start with some haul. This is my favorite thing that I got, and so I figured I would show it first. This is a really cute little project bag, and I wish I would have left the tag on. I'm not super sure who made it anymore, but I picked it up from Color & Cotton in St. Louis. It is this adorable, like, cats going to the movie theater project bag with this cute little tassel with the kitty charm, which you can see right there. So adorable. And it's really nice. It's like the vinyl front. The back is just like a simple, nice design. I love this so much. I'm so excited. I don't know what I'm gonna put in here yet, but it's gonna be really cute no matter what. So yeah, just cats at the movies. This seemed perfect for me when I saw it. I was like, I have to, because I'm like the hugest movie buff. In fact, yeah, I'll talk about it at the end, but I just saw the most iconic movie. Highly recommend The Substance if you can handle gore with Demi Moore. Okay, so that was the first thing I got. I also wanted to show this. I wanted to have some sort of journal or space where I could collect updates and things like that. But I didn't super connect with like the aesthetic of any of the options online. And they all had like spaces for things I wouldn't write or things I wouldn't do. And from teaching, I knew that you could pretty affordably make Canva booklets and print them custom. And so for like 14 bucks, I made this cute little cross-stitch journal with all these like baby animals on the front, where I could kind of make my own version. And so what I did is I like made a project number at the top. I did like, you know, the pattern name, the pattern designer, what day I started it, a place to put the tag of whatever fabric I'm doing it on, notes, just what floss I'm using or what I need. So this has served me pretty well. It's really cute and I just love the design. My one qualm and one thing I might recommend is seeing if you can find a way. I didn't look into the custom settings, but the finish of the pages inside is glossy, like the cover, like magazine glossy. And so it doesn't take pen the best. I kind of have to use like a gel pen for it to show up, and then it smears if I don't let it dry. So, you know, you learn. It's really cute and I'll still use it, but I'm kind of looking for another system because it really annoys me. But she's so cute. I'm really happy to have this journal going. So that's another thing I got. Okay, now I'm just gonna move into little knickknacks and then I'll show you some charts and we'll go from there. I got this little lacquered needle holder when I was at Color & Cotton. It's just this really cute vintagey lacquered bunny. Sorry about the glare, that I just think is so cute. It's from Firefly Notes. If you want to try to find it online. But I just think it's so cute. It's lacquered. It holds my needle threader. I don't know what that's called. The thing that helps you get the floss on. And my beading needles. So I just keep that to the side. I also got these adorable embroidery scissors on Amazon. They were like $7. They're just fake brushed nickel scissors. I think they're so pretty. So I got those. And then, you know, like I said, I'm in my effort to Pavlov myself into liking fall. So I got this cute little crow or a raven maybe needle minder with these pretty leaves. I love that shade of green in the back, so pretty. So I got that to put on this next project that I'm gonna show you that I kitted up when I was at Color & Cotton. Okay, so let's start with the next chunk of haul, which is this adorable project bag. It's the same brand that made the kitties at the movie theater. Again, I wish I would have kept the tag. If anyone knows, you can throw it in the comments, please. This adorable haunted house charm. Ugh, so cute. And I thought, what better to go in this project bag than Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, which I am going to start. I'm so excited. I got all the stuff printed. The ladies at Color and Cotton were so sweet, and they like cut the fabric for me and got everything prepped. This is the fabric used on the inside of the vinyl. It's gorgeous. I'm so excited about it. Sorry, I'll try to hold stuff up for longer. You might have noticed I talk very fast and just move very fast in general. But this is adorable. And inside there, I'm housing my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow beautiful chart. This is some of the best charting I've ever seen. If you're thinking about stitching this and you feel intimidated, like I certainly do, I'm so new. This is a great chart because each segment has its own chart. So there, you don't have to worry about page breaks, it's all separate, which is so nice. And there's a big ass list of DMC on the back. I didn't buy any of the DMC. I figured I'd look through my stash first. And then just, I live right next to this really cute shop called Stitches on Cap Hill. It's not a stitching shop, it's a fabric mostly, and quilting shop, but they have a little DMC section. So I'll go pick those up downstairs if I need to. Love that. And I'm gonna do that one on a Picture This Plus ancient 36 count linen. 36 count, it's gonna be huge, but this was the only piece they had left, and I thought it was gorgeous. Perfect for Hawk Run Hollow, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So I'm gonna be doing it on there. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna try to make myself do all the borders first. But that being said, it's almost October, and I kind of just wanna do some Halloween stitching. Again, I'm gonna like fall this year. So maybe I need to just do one of the squares this October, and then that'll satiate my my need for some spooky stitching. Okay, so that is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow with my adorable matching bag. I went off. My best friend knows nothing about stitching, and he took me there, and he was like dying laughing. Like I was just like going off, and like I had all this shit in my cart, and I don't know, he thought it was very entertaining. Sweet of him to wait in there with me for like 2 hours. Okay, cool. So that is that. One last thing I wanted to show for haul before I move on is not stitching related, but it is so cute. It is this little, I'm trying to dip my toe in all kinds of crafts, and I was down at the bookstore by my house, and they had this adorable like miniature, it's like an exposed book that you put on your bookshelf, and you glue and build all of these chunks together to build this scene, and it lights up and lives on your bookshelf. So I have this really cute bookshelf that I love. I'll show you, it's back there in the corner, that I feel like I want to put new stuff on. So I thought I might try my hand at building this. I have really big fingers, and these are really tiny pieces, so it might be a lot, but I just think it's so cute. And so I'm gonna try to build that. Stay tuned on that too. I'll put updates on that one too, if I think of it. Okay, and then 2 charts that I got before I move on to my whips. I got the Artsy Housewife Bedelia Bunny, which is so cute. This one I really wanna try my hand at making a pillow. I've never done anything remotely like that before. But maybe I'll finish it and then take it to my grandma's and see if she'll make it into a pillow for me. But I just think it's so cute. And I love the pom-pom trim. I like want this exact thing in my house, this exact cover pillow. So I'm gonna stitch that probably in the spring, like next year. And then I love this by Heartstring Samplery. It is the Scenic Sampler. It says, "Dear old world, you are very lovely, and I am so glad to be alive in you. I love that tree. Look at how cute, and it's covered in my favorite shades of green and this weird looking lamb. I love it. Weird looking in a good way. I think it's adorable. So I'm really excited about this pattern too. I know there's a spookier version and I like that one, but they didn't have it in stock. And I was like, you know what? I'll get some spring stitching stuff to get me excited for next year because that's my favorite time of year. So yeah. Okay, so that is all the haul that I've done in the last 2 months or whatever since I recorded. I wanted to go ahead and move forward and show you guys some works in progress. I have one more thing that's haul, but I waited to show it because I have started it, so it's technically a whip now. And that is another artsy housewife pattern. It's called Abilonia's Apple Tree. Ugh, look at how adorable this is. The colors are gorgeous. It calls for mostly classic colorworks and weeks. And they're like the richest, most beautiful colors. I have them all kitted up here. Like, if this isn't gonna make me like fall, I don't know what is. Like, look at how beautiful. I already broke this one off the tag. But this is beautiful too. I have the hardest time bobbinating or like doing any of that. It's just like, if I'm gonna sit down and I'm home, I just wanna stitch. I don't wanna do that. So I left them on their cards, immediately ripped the first card in half this first time I tried to pull from it. So I'm learning, but whatever. It's not, I'm keeping it in a project bag anyway. It's not hugely bothersome to me. So this is my little start on Abilonia's Apple Tree. I did a center start, so I've just got the darkest red of this apple done. That's it so far. I'm gonna move and switch colors soon. Left a thread hanging in the back, but whatever. This is adorable. I really like it. Got another cute little needle minder on it that I also got from Color and Cotton. Yeah, I'm doing this one on a 36 count linen. I want to say the shade is called Popcorn. It's Color and Cotton. I think it's called Popcorn. But I thought it was a cute little, slightly modeled, dirty looking linen color that would be nice for fall. So that's my first whip, very small start, but it's a start nonetheless, and I'm gonna be working on that this fall. The next thing that I started, I suppose I've also bought since I last saw you. It's a Plum Street sampler called Adorn Your Heart. Adorn your heart, adorn your mind with knowledge of the sweetest kind. It's so pretty. And you know, it's funny because I bought this because I was like, oh, I love the house and I love the angel and the flowers and all that stuff. I think I'm personally not a religious person. And I think this might be like a Bible verse. And so my partner and I were kind of laughing because I was like, oh, I'm stitching this, like, you know, whatever. But it's so cute and I don't care. Like, it's gorgeous. I'll stitch it anyway. And I love it. So that's adorable. I'm so excited about that. I have a very small start on it on this beautiful fawn, first 40 count ever fawn linen. It's terrifying. I'm not good at it yet. But this is my start. I've started the top left border. Look at these gorgeous pinks. And I had to frog where they met. I already messed up, so I'm like getting scared. But I think it's so cute. And that's my little tiny start on Adorn Your Heart by Plum Street. Yeah, I would show you the flosses for that. It's a mess. Like, they're all just loose in the in the bottom of my project bag, but I will show you my favorites. Really Tealy by Classic Colorworks. Look at how pretty. This is like a mix of DMCs and Classic Colorworks. Gorgeous. So excited about that. I'll probably work on that more before it gets too cold because it doesn't really remind me of winter or fall. Okay, my next whip is my Cottage Garden Samplings Fabulous House Series number 4. I was talking about this one last time, and a lot of people commented, like, I love split pea green soup color too. Split pea soup green color. And I was like, yes, like I found my community. I love this color. I think this one's gorgeous. I've made significant progress on it for working on it twice since I last saw you. This is where she is at. She's looking beautiful. I finished filling in the white on the bricks. I started on the mossy roof. I finished this flower and I put in this window. So she's getting significant progress. I'd say she's maybe like, I don't know, more than 10, less than 20% done, maybe 10%. Background's kind of a lot. Maybe 20. Yeah, she's getting there. So that's looking gorgeous. This is on a 25 count pewter Lugana. Now that I've started stitching, I've been trying to find my comfort spot as far as count. I started with all 25s. It feels a little big to me now, and it looks a little chunky. Like, I kind of like the smaller counts, but 40 is kind of hell on earth to me. So I'm trying 36 now, and I like that. I've never tried 32. I might do that next because 36 is still kind of scary, but I didn't want to do lower than 36 because otherwise I'll never be able to frame Halloween Hawk Run Hollow, which is huge. It's going to be huge on 36. So I went for it. I think 32, I feel deep down that 32 is probably my space, but I've literally never bought it. But I'm going to try that next. But anyway, this is the Fabulous House series. Also so beautiful. I love the floss colors of this one. This is a mess, but oh my God, like that's my color story right there. Spring, muted, neutral. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that is Cottage Garden Samplings, Fabulous House number 4. I'm obsessed with the Treehouse one too. I think it's number 6. The really wonky one. Oh, I love it. So I think I'll probably have to buy and start that one too. Soon. YouTube has really like rotted my brain. Like I have like a lot of whips going for such a new stitcher and very little progress on any one of them, but I needed to. Okay. Another whip that I'm going to show you is my Mirabilia Ophelia. I've also made significant progress on her. This is the pattern. This is the one that got cut off last time, which feels so sacrilegious. I'm like, oh, it's probably the prettiest thing I'm working on. So not my style, but it's kind of camp. I love it. I love it, I love it. So that is Ophelia. I'm stitching this on Water Lily linen 28 count, I think. By Witchelt. And this is my progress on Ophelia. So, since I last saw you, I have, let me see, how do I hold this? I have added, I finished this chunk of the hair. What is on this? Okay, I finished this chunk of the hair. I mostly finished the flower crown, and I started getting brave and trying the fractional stitching in her hand. So this is where her hand comes up into the flower crown, right there. I started that fractional stitching, just barely, and it did scare me, but 28 count is high enough that it wasn't too bad. And then I brought this black or really dark brown border down further. So that's where I'm at on Ophelia. This, sadly, is probably my project that has the most progress. Maybe last time I showed you, I hadn't finished the lily pads either, but I finished those in the corner. So beautiful. These call for a, what is it, water lily? A Karen water lily. That is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'm like, where is it in my bag? This one, Distant Hills. I think it's called Distant. Yeah, Distant Hills. That's not part of it. I don't know what that is. It's like a variegated green to purple to dusty sage. It's so pretty. And I've been loving using that. So that is my Ophelia by Mirabilia. It's gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna keep working on that certainly throughout the fall and winter as well. Okay. So that is what I've got going on in my stitching world. A couple other things I wanted to do. This probably won't be a crazy long video, but I did want to touch on a couple more things. I wanted to do some shout outs, and then so many people asked more about Frances, my kitty. And so I thought I would go get her and show you her. She's asleep in the pile of warm laundry on my bed right now that I just took out of the dryer. I don't know how to edit. I'll try, but you might just see me walking for a sec. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna go grab her and I'm gonna show you Frances. Okay, so this is my baby. This is Frances. So many of you asked about her. You can see her here. She's very sleepy. Frances is a Sphynx cat, so she has no hair, obviously. She's choking me. She is 4. My partner and I got her, almost 4 years ago now, or over 4 years ago now. And she's a darling. She's being a diva, not wanting to look at the camera because she's tired. But this is Frances. What else can I tell you about her? She has a tiny head and a kind of big body and gut. She is 11 pounds. She just had a vet visit and they said she's perfect. She has beautiful big green eyes. She's the sweetest thing in the world. Like, she truly wants nothing more than to just be together. The only reason she wasn't in this video more is because she was asleep in the hot laundry. Like, the only thing that she prefers to being literally on me at all times is the pile of hot dryer laundry. So that's where she was. She is perfect and adorable, and I love her so much. So that is Fran. I hope you guys love her too. I'll try to feature her more in videos. She cannot stay awake. Fran, do you want to go back to sleep? Okay, let's go back to the laundry. So that's my darling. What else did I get asked about? Oh, someone asked me about my tattoos. Maybe I'll do a tour of them in another video. I have quite a few, but someone was asking about the lips poking out. No, it is not Divine. The performer, the John Waters. It's not Divine. A lot of people think it is, but it's actually just kind of a retro cute little lady with blue eyeshadow. Anyway, so I just got a question about that, thought I'd address it. Maybe I'll show you all my tattoos in another video or something, or whatever, if you're interested. But yeah, I got a question about that. Okay, before I just go on and on, I want to move on to the last segment, which is going to be shout outs. I just wanted to mention some channels that have really inspired me to even start a channel in the first place, as well as to continue stitching and buying. So the first channel I wanted to mention is the channel that just has done so much good for me lately. It's been so relaxing and I just find her so compelling. And that's Jackie at Comfort Stitching. If you haven't gone and watched her, she has a few videos out now. I want to say 4 or 5. Apologies if it's less or more. I adore her videos. Her little meditation at the start of them is so meaningful and moving to me. I also love Elizabeth, Amy, and Caroline at Thread Gremlins. They shouted me out in an old video, which got a lot of views my way. So I really want to thank them for that again. And also just note that I love your videos so much. Yeah, so iconic. We have the same LNS because I think y'all live in the Seattle area. And so it was funny to comment and talk about Threadneedle Street and just how iconic the owner is. I love her. Cool. I also wanted to thank Cam at Cam the Stitcher for the inspiration. I love all of the projects that you're doing. I love your dolls, your Campbell's brand dolls with the outfits, iconic. I'm also such a clown and like doll lover. I really wish, you can see in the background kind of, my space is very like modern, which is so not really my style. It's just my apartment kind of is. And so I was like, you know, I need to like match it or whatever. But I'm at heart, I'm a maximalist and I love like trinkets and vintage stuff, which is why I'm trying to stitch more vintagey stuff so that I can hang it up and kind of balance my place out. I love the modern stuff and the Art Deco and the mid-century modern vibe. But I love vintagey, like adorable stuff too. I grew up in a home an hour outside of Seattle, kind of in the country. I grew up with like an antique country loving mom, chicken paraphernalia everywhere. And so I really want to infuse that a bit into my current style more. And so cross stitch is a cute place to do that. Okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about today. I hope the video quality was better. I hope you could see the stuff. Some notes for next time, I need to hold stuff up for longer. I'm gonna start doing that. But I think I really covered everything. So if you have any other questions, let me know. I don't have a ton of whips, like I don't have a ton of progress on the ones I showed last time. I have 4 or 5 whips that I haven't touched in this drawer. Just kind of stuff I've fallen out of love with, like stuff that I liked when I bought it and was new, but then I discovered other designers that I prefer. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 projects and whips that I showed you are the ones that are really going to be in my rotation in the next video. And I'm going to keep them out on my desk here so that they're kind of the only 5 I work on, so that as I start pumping out floss tubes, hopefully more frequently, you'll see some progress on those. So leaning into fall, biggest thing. I'm gonna make myself record and stitch and lean into it and see if I can condition my poor broken brain into liking this transition into the gray weather. Okay, thank you for spending the last 32 minutes with me, if you're still here. I'd love if you subscribed if you haven't, or liked the video, or sent it to someone who you think might enjoy. Again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for all the positive response to video number 1. And yeah, all right. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me.